All right. So can we hear me or no? Can y'all see me? Can y'all hear me? What's the vibe? It's my second time trying this. Susan, thank you so much for hopping in. I'm on TikTok live also right now. So if you're on TikTok live, all right, cool. Perfect. So what I wanted to go over today is how to read your progress chart. So essentially the progress chart is, I feel it's a better thing to look at than your natal chart. I want to explain what your natal chart is before we get into it. And I've been studying this for a few years now, and this is just some things that I've come up with, some things that I've learned about astrology that I feel like are super helpful. If you aren't subscribed to the channel already, go ahead and subscribe. I'm going to be making more videos now that I understand YouTube and TikTok a little bit better. So essentially, when you're looking at your natal chart is a map. It's a map for your life. It's a map for your life based on the different energies that are allowed. So the biggest thing that you need to know from this video before we move any further is you have 12 zodiac signs in your chart. Your big three is not who you are. And the other thing I want you to tell you is that the planets are always moving, which is why every single day is a little bit different. So your chart is also moving, and that is called a progress chart. So one of my followers sent me a question today. She sent me a question to my Instagram page. Go follow me on Instagram if you aren't already. It's the exact same handle as all of my other content. It's Sunny MF Money, no underscores, no numbers, no spaces, nothing. All right. Sunny MF Money, send me a picture of your chart and I'll DM you back as soon as I get a chance. I get tons of messages, but her question today is, what can I expect for 2022 based on my natal chart? So I'm going to go through real quick and just analyze it for educational purposes. If you're looking for a chart reading, I am expensive. I'm not going to say my price online anymore. If you really want a natal chart reading, a personal one where I go in depth with you, go ahead and contact me. It's going to be worth it. Tons of value, tons of information. If you're looking to learn, go ahead and join my Patreon. It's $9.99 a month. I have hours and hours and hours of video content, typed up content, audio content over there for you. So today we're looking at a 11th December 1992 birth chart, which is a Sagittarius sun, Cancer moon, Mercury in Scorpio. So again, your natal chart shows you who you are on a personality level, on a physical level, on an energetic level, because there's medical astrology, there is predictory astrology, there's Vedic astrology. All of this stuff I've been studying, I've been incorporating into all of my readings. So I want to show you how to break it down for yourself, especially if you're a beginner and you don't know anything. Okay. So what I like to do is, tell people go to astro-seek.com. The other option is you can literally just go and type in progress chart calculator on Google, and it will bring up the astroseek.com for you. So I'll go back a step. So the screen should look like this when you get in there. So if you type in progressions chart astrology, scroll down, click on horoscopes.astro-seek.com, and then you want to type in all of your birth information here on AstroSeek. If you're on live, make sure you go and check out the YouTube channel because you'll be able to actually see my screen and what I'm doing. Okay. So go ahead and check out here. Type in all your information. You want to type in your birth city as well. So this person's birth location is Muntinlupa City in the Philippines. And then for the progression date, she asked for 2022. So I'm going to go 6 months, December, January, February, March, April, May, June. I'm going to go to June to look at halfway through the year for her. So I'll go to the 6th of June, 6 months from today. What can she expect? All right. So I'm looking at the chart now. I'm seeing that there is the middle part of the chart here. This is her natal chart. So this is the chart that she was born with. Again, your birth chart only shows you from birth. If you really want to understand your chart and who you are in the moment, you need to look at your progress chart. You need to go and study that part of yourself, because that's who you are updated based on your natal chart. Okay. So, luckily, the reason why I'm recommending astroseek.com to you is because when you go to this website, it has the information for you. The first thing you want to look at is this column over here on the right. So, she is a Sagittarius Sun, Cancer Moon, Scorpio Mercury, Aquarius Venus, Cancer Mars, Jupiter in Libra, Aquarius and Saturn. Okay. This is great, right? But the thing is, we want to look at the progress. So even though you have the birth chart, the progress is going to give you way more information on exactly what's happening in the moment based on your location also. So right now, today, she is a Capricorn sun, which means she's going to be way more organized, way more focused on manifesting, because she's gone from a fire sign to an earth sign in her sun sign. Her moon sign was Cancer. Now it's in Leo. So this is going to take her from being more focused on intuition and creativity internally to wanting to be seen, because Leo moons want to be seen, because the sun is now in the moon space, because the sun represents Leo. All right. So next is Mercury is going to be going from Scorpio into Capricorn, which means we had this person before who was maybe deeply emotional. We're going to carry that same deeply emotional energy over with the Mercury. But now that it's in Capricorn, this person is going to be more focused on how do I use that energy for work rather than for self exploration like a Scorpio Mercury would do. This is going to be more focused on how do I create wealth? How do I create money? How do I create stability from my communication? All right. So how do I know this? I know this because I've been doing this for over 10 years. But the biggest thing is when you go to this website, astroseek.com, you can scroll all the way to the bottom and it will give you a whole paragraph of the breakdown for you so that you can understand it for yourself. All right. Now, the biggest thing here is you need to go into this with a positive mindset. If you see something negative, don't let all of your fucking toxic energy consume that one sentence that is negative. Okay. We really want to look at this holistically, because your moon sign, your sun sign, and all of the planets, all of the points in your chart are important. One thing in your chart does not make up who you are, and you should not hate yourself because of one zodiac sign. Zodiac signs are not people. People are not zodiac signs, okay? Everyone has all 12 zodiac signs in their natal chart, which means that if you hate on any one particular part of yourself, that's self-hate. That's not going to help you. Second of all, how can you find a way to make that a benefit? If you know a Gemini hurts you, if you know a Scorpio hurts you, what part of your chart is it in, and what lesson did you learn from that person? If you haven't figured out the lesson, that's your homework, baby. That's where you need to go and figure your shit out. Okay. So if you scroll to the bottom here on the progressed chart, boom, it says the progressed moon is now in the second house, which means that this person is now going to be more focused on money, resources. They're going to be focusing on how to get to their bag. They're going to be focused on their goals. They're going to be focused on their possessions, because the second house in astrology for everybody rules the possessions. And again, everyone has 12 houses. So this is going to be an important piece here for you. And this video is not going to be super long. I just wanted to give you a taste of what I'm going to be showing you in my upcoming class on December 18th. If you haven't signed up already, go ahead and sign up. That class is going to be like $20. It's going to be great. I'm going to be going super in depth for everyone who's going to be showing up there. There's 1,000 seats. So I'm hoping that, we can get this class nice and full. Tell your friends. It's inexpensive class because I want to give you all this information that's going to be helping you. So boom, moon in the second house, focused on stability. You may be shaken. You might be forced to reflect on what your expectations are in life. These are all pieces of having a second house progressed moon. All right. And luckily it's typed here for you. So you don't have to ask me what it means. You don't have to ask anyone what it means. It's already here for you. All right. Now it's also in Leo, which means that we're going out of this safe and relaxed space, that hard shell of Cancer moon natally, into a progress, which means the moon has moved, progressed, moved into Leo. All right. That's awesome because now it's going to say, instead of you being this person who's really focused on internal work, now you're going to be more extroverted as the Leo moon progressed. All right. That's super dope to know because happiness is going to be a state of mind. It says the sentence right here for you. All of this is already typed up for you. You don't need to go and look for it. You don't need to ask anyone what it means. It's everything's there, which is dope. So also your progressed sun is in the 7th house. What does that mean? It means that your sun has moved from the 6th house into the 7th house. Each house in astrology represents a different topic in the human perspective. So the 6th house has to do with health, work, routines, your office, the things that have to do with how you serve the community. The 7th house has to do with your contracts, your relationships, the people that you've met in your life. So when your sun sign goes from the 6th house into the 7th house, it's not that you're no longer thinking about health. It's not that you're not thinking about work anymore. It's that you're more focused on the connections that you have with other people. So in this point in your life, that's exactly what the situation is. And that's what you should be looking at because your behavior is going to be more in alignment with others now. Okay. So when the sun goes in the 7th house, that's a great indicator that you're going to be getting into, new relationships, more balanced relationships, more fair relationships. And this is also going to be written out here for you. Okay. If if challenges come up where you feel like you're not happy or not satisfied, it's because of the partnerships. That's a very clear indicator as to why, because the sun is now in the 7th house. So if you're struggling, look at your sun sign, look at the house, and then figure out, oh, I need to do better in this area. That's why I'm not working or not doing as well in this particular area. It's because of the house. So y'all need to go and study the houses. And again, I have all the resources that you need in my Patreon for you. It's $9.99. Also, tons of resources in my YouTube channel for you. Okay. For those of you who are struggling right now. And if you have the money, ball out on yourself because this information is going to help you, help you with your life and navigating your life. I could do it for you, but I'm stepping away from that. I really just want to teach other people how to do it for themselves because energetically, it just feels more aligned with me because of my placements. Okay. So progress sun in Capricorn. The progression of the sun in Capricorn will bring structure and concrete steps into your impulses. So this person is born a Sagittarius, but now their sun sign is in Capricorn because the planets are moving every single day. Every single day. This person was born in 1992, which means they are now in their Saturn return. They're 28 years old, about to be 28 years old, or 29. And now this person is a Capricorn, which means that they need more structure, they need more status, they need more energy. And they went from during the progression from the sun in Sagittarius, you're more focused on your vision. Sagittarius is a fire sign, which rules vision. And you can't just stop thinking about your visions. When you're going into Capricorn, now it's about making your visions a reality because Capricorn is focused on the practical steps that need to be taken. Okay. Of course, we can go so much deeper once we start looking at the degrees, the aspects, all of these other things that go into reading a chart. But this is like step one. This is step one, literally. Like I said before, I have step 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 all laid out in my Patreon for you. But the beauty is this is going to give you a very informed update chart on who you are in the moment, rather than just looking at your natal chart and trying to say, oh, I'm a Gemini, so this is just how I am. No, sweetheart, you're actually probably a Cancer right now if you're a Gemini sun born. Okay. I'm a Pisces natally, but right now I'm in my Aries part of my chart, which means my sun's in Aries, my Mercury's in Aries, my Venus is in Aries. So if I didn't know that, I wouldn't have known, oh, I need to be, more assertive, more bold. I need to be more loud. Don't get stuck in your sun sign. Don't get stuck in your rising sign thinking that that's who you are, because it's not. That's not who you are. That's just the energy that's available to you when you were born, or if you're looking at your progress chart in the moment. So I hope this video gave you a nice taste of what a progress chart looks like. Go ahead and look at your own progress chart. If you don't know your birth time, go and look in my YouTube channel. I do have a video where it's called Rectify Your Birth Chart, where you can find your specific birth chart or another person's birth chart. All you need to do is follow the simple steps in that video to actually give yourself the value. If you want me to do it, I can do it faster than you. If you want me to do it, definitely contact me. My price is over $200. I just want to start with that. I don't like pushing or advertising my readings anymore, just because when I tell people my price, they kind of get scared. But it's like, you know what? If I'm telling you your whole life for $200, that means a lot, I feel. So I feel like it's not that expensive unless you find it less of value. But if you need the free services, check out the YouTube. If you need the less expensive versions, hop into one of my classes. The next class is December 18th. It's going to be at 7 until about 8, 1 hour. It's going to be on the full moon. So it's going to be on the full moon. Full moon's going to be in Gemini. It's going to be a great day for me to share tons of information with you. It's less than $30. The class is less than $30. I'm going to be giving you tons of information on how to read your chart, how to read other people's charts, how to manifest for 2022, how to break down and utilize and manifest based on your own personal natal chart, which is going to be fucking awesome. I feel like it's just going to be tons of value and tons of things that can actually, help you have breakthroughs in your own personal development. A lot of us are preventing ourselves from becoming who we are because we think, oh, I'm this zodiac sign, so I could never do that. Or my parents raised me this way, I could never do that. Or my friends do this, I could never do that. I want to tell you, I've changed my life and I've seen other people change their lives completely once they understand how to read their own chart, because now you're in control of your own personal energy. So thank you for watching this video. Gratitude for everyone who showed up. I am just now learning how to use YouTube Live or whatever. So I hope this brought you some value. Again, subscribe if you haven't. Hit that like button. Comment your progressed sun and moon sign in this video. And let me know what it is that you are now stepping into energetically versus in your natal chart. So if you have your natal chart, what is your progress chart? What are you doing with yourself now that's different than before? Try to keep it kind of neutral or positive. We don't need too much depressive information. Everyone's already kind of dealing with depression. So let's look at the highlights. Let's look at the upside, the upswing, so we can motivate each other, encourage each other, and inspire each other to be a little bit better. All right. So I appreciate all of you. I'm going to head out. I got to go make some more TikToks and I got to prepare some other things for work. Like I said before, if you need anything, reach out to me. I try my best to reach out to people, but tons of people ask me tons of questions. So that's why my price is so high, is because the demand of me is so fucking high. That's why. So I love you all. Appreciate you. I'm going to end the broadcast. Peace.